Have you ever thought about moving to Mexico and starting a new life? It's a dream for many and a nightmare for others. I'm Rich. I moved to Mexico 10 years ago and I learned so much along the way. And I want to share with you the things that I wish I knew before moving to Mexico. So stay tuned, guys. This is going to be a 10-week series. If I had learned some Spanish, I mean, in hindsight, before I'd come, I'd have probably avoided about 3 years of heartache and frustration. I had a great time, but I was pretty frustrated. My own curve continues, and I'm far from being fluent in Spanish. I mean, I'm so far away from being fluent, but what I can do now, and I'm really chuffed with myself for this, I can actually work in Spanish, and I work as a real estate agent in the area of Lake Chapala, and I sell homes to Americans, Canadians, Mexicans, so I'm really chuffed with myself that I'm actually able to do business now in Spanish. What worked really well for me, I have to say, to learn Spanish was to put myself in different situations where it would feel a little bit uncomfortable. You know, at the beginning it felt uncomfortable. For instance, I would go on the local buses and drive around on the local buses, and that was a big thing for me right at the beginning. And going to restaurants and going to shops and talk to people. Just try with my broken Spanish. Just try and communicate here to people in Guadalajara, and little by little, your confidence grows. And an amazing thing happened to me a little bit should we say like 2 or 3 years into this. I mean, I'd gone through quite a few processes to get to this point, but I was listening to the radio in the car, and I would always put the radio on when I'd drive around in the car, radio on in Spanish, the local radio. And what I found that listening to the radio over and over again, that repetition would eventually, it would allow my ear to understand a little bit of Spanish, and that's exactly what happened. Is that after about 2 or 3 years, I think it was about 3 years to be honest, 3 years, I started getting it. I started really understanding what they were talking about on the radio. It was like a hallelujah moment. It was a really weird experience, because I've never experienced that kind of thing before when it comes to language. But so guys, if I can do this, if I can learn a bit of Spanish, I was a terrible student at school. I can learn a bit of Spanish and get by and work here in Mexico in Spanish and enjoy the Spanish life and have really rich relationships in Spanish. You can do it too. I promise you guys, you can do this too. So what I would say, guys, is give it a go. Give Spanish a go, and it doesn't matter if you're here in Mexico, or if you're in Spain, or if you're in Argentina, wherever you are in any of these Spanish-speaking countries, this language is universal. You can share your Spanish with the world, and I promise now when I go on holiday to Spain sometimes, my experiences even in Spain are so much better because I can speak a bit of Spanish and communicate with the locals. So I really say give it a go. You'll be really blown away by, be patient. You'll be blown away by what you can do with the language and the relationships that you'll create with the language. And I think it really, and as well, I think learning another language, I'm talking about Spanish here, but learning another language, it kind of activates your brain in a certain way where you start thinking in a different way. That is absolutely fascinating, where we can learn as we get older, and learning a language, I believe personally, it actually makes us smarter and makes us more aware of what's going on around us, and we can actually enjoy life at a higher level. That's for another video, I'm sure. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but really give it a go, and I'm sure you will be quietly surprised little by little of how much more life is enjoyable when you do learn another language. In this video, obviously it's all about the Spanish. I don't speak any other language, just English and Spanish, and So give it a go, guys. So thanks again for watching, guys, and if you please if you feel that this video was helpful, entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. And just to let you know, I'm going to be uploading videos for the next 10 weeks, one a week, for the next 10 weeks on my experiences here in Mexico, the lessons I've learned here in Mexico. So please subscribe so you get that notification of the video, and comment down below, guys. Let me know what your experiences are here if you live here in Mexico. Did you find it easy when you first came here? Let me know, just comment down below, please, guys. And it'll be a pleasure, it'll be great to hear what your experiences are. And it's been a pleasure. Thanks again for watching. You take care, guys. Have a great day. Hasta luego, amigos.